What's up, Facebook world? What's up? Hope everybody having a good Thursday evening out there. Everybody staying blessed. Everybody is applying pressure to their purpose, man. Tap into that purpose, man. I'm here with my brother, man, CJ Davis, man. And we just gonna talk like we usually do. We gonna try to kick some knowledge to each other, man. We're gonna feed off each other. We're gonna go back and forth with some questions. Hope y'all love it. How was your childhood, bro?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. So, really, childhood wise, I can't complain. I feel like my childhood shaped me and allowed me to be the person I am today. I got to see so many sides of so much stuff because of my childhood. Like, I didn't grow up without, but at the same time, going without didn't bother me, right? Like, it was the love of the people that I really gravitated to and was a fan of. Like, yeah, yeah. My childhood was lit. That's the best way I can give it to you, man. My childhood was lit because I got to live the best of both worlds, man. I got to see a little bit of everything, do a little bit of everything, and I could say on either end of the spectrum, I ain't getting nothing but love. But yeah, I'm gonna get that back to you. You tell me about yours.
My childhood was good for a while. You know what I'm saying? Uh, when my moms and pops was together, my pops, had me into sports constantly. Me and my pops would always go play ball. We used to do things. So that was the good part. You know what I'm saying? The part came in my childhood when it went so good is when my pops and mom separated. When my pops left and moved to Louisiana, that's when my childhood got a little bit different. That's when I went to the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was looking to older guys, friends, to be my father, to be my mentor at the time. And I'm not saying it's all bad because some of them taught me some things that I'm still doing today that's helping me out with my life right now. So I'm not saying what they taught me was bad because it helped me. It helped me learn people. You know what I'm saying? They was telling me some things that and that helped me. You know what I'm saying? But my childhood was good because I had a mama, man. She worked her butt off, man. My mom's worked 2 or 3 jobs, man, to support me and my sister, man. You know what I'm saying? So my child, I never missed nothing I wanted for Christmas, and that's real talk. My mom would just tell us to write stuff down, and everything I ever wrote down, man, I got for Christmas, man. I had a hell of a mama, man. My mama was that's my number one right there. That's why I do what I do right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give back to her, and she always tell me, "Baby, I'm watching you, baby, I'm watching you." So every time I grab this microphone or every time I write something, I'm thinking of my mama. If you could choose anyone in the world to be your mentor, who would it be?
That's a tough question, bro. I really don't know how to answer that, right? I can tell you this. I think it would be Jesus, right? Like, it, I don't care how you feel about anything, right? You could be Muslim, you could be any faith, any religion. At the end of the day, I think the majority of us believe in the Most High in some way, shape, or form. But to be Christ-like, bro, that's a different level, man. That's a different level, and yeah. To be able to sit back and have a conversation with Jesus, to be able to sit back and have a conversation with the God that I would say shapes what it means to be a good person in most cultures, even the cultures who don't recognize him. Yeah, that would definitely be my choice. I mean, yeah, like there are other people, of course. Like I said, I would look to a Martin, a Malcolm, even the JFK. Like Like there are a lot of people I would like to sit and have a conversation with, and I think can help me see a lot of things differently and understand things better. But at the end of the day, I feel like Jesus is the ultimate role model. I don't know that there's a better role model that ever existed than him.
I can't top that, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I can't top that, but a human form right now, if I had somebody, you know what I'm saying? Of course, my mentor was my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I watched her hustle the way she hustled and do what she do. Uh, this guy is younger than me, but I read his books and I go through all this stuff. So Nipsey Hussle, man, I really do get motivated. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where he from. He from my neighborhood, and I seen what he did to the people in my neighborhood. Because I know how everybody out there was acting, and for him to be so young and to move through the crowd and to make people change the ways they was acting, that's real big to me. Anytime you can go and tell some grown men and some younger guys your age and younger, you to tell them to put down the guns and invest in the neighborhood and make money and stop the violence. And he did that. You know, that's why he was so powerful to me, and that's why they took him away from us, because he was doing that. You know what I'm saying? He probably could have ran for mayor or government of California and would have won, because everybody had that much love for him. And I think the world was scared of him because he was a black man with knowledge, and he had a lot of sense. And he died the same age Jesus died, 33. And I believe he was a prophet. He was supposed to be here, and he did what he did. And I'm glad he was here because he opened my eyes up. He was sent here for me too, just as well he was sent for everybody else around the world who loves Nipsey Hussle. Okay, he reminded me of Tupac. Tupac was in the same category with Nipsey Hussle. If you know Young Dolph, it was a little different, but he was the same category to me. All three of them was in the same boat to me, because that's what I do. I try to motivate the youngsters, and that's the same thing they was doing, trying to motivate the youngsters, trying to tell our story. Like, we've been there, we've done that. Y'all don't have to do that, and it's other ways we can get better and do better without killing each other and taking each other out or hating on each other. You know, we can do things in a positive form, in a positive way, with positive energy. That's what they was trying to express to people, and people weren't trying to catch on to. That's why they took him out. All right. What would you name your autobiography of your life?
Oh man, it's crazy that you asked me that question, because lately I actually had thought about that. Right, like I've been thinking about that very thing, and the answer to that is no other way.
That's tight.
No other way, right? Like at the end of the day, there's no other way. You gotta figure it out. You can't just be out here like, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna give up. And you got to be very careful who you choose to follow, right? Like you can't just say, "Oh, the way he did it, that's how that worked for him, so I'm gonna follow him." Now that way might have been for him. That ain't for you. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my way is the only way. There is no other way. All I can do is walk my walk, bro. I was put here to walk my walk. I wasn't put here to walk nobody else's. So yeah, that's what I would call it. No other way, man.
I like that. No. If I had one, it'd be you already know it. Real talk change is coming. Because I just feel real talk and change is coming. It changed my life. You know, real talk, when I say change my life, it really changed my life. Everything else I done in my life, I always quit. I never finished it. You know, I started Real Talk Change is Coming 2 years ago. And I'm still doing it because I told myself I wasn't going to quit on this. And I'm just trying to apply pressure to my purpose right now. You know, when you sleep at night and you wake up in the middle of the night with your passion on your heart, you know that's what it is. And when I say passion, most time when you got a passion for something, that's God working in you. Because God know your purpose. He know why he got you here for. So I just be trying to tap into my purpose. And if I had ever wrote a book, the title of the book gonna be, I'm not gonna say what if I ever wrote a book, because the book is in the making. You got to talk your life into existence and what you want to do. So the book is on the way, and it's gonna be called Real Talk. A change is coming. This is the hard one question right here.
Come on with it.
What songs will be included in the soundtrack to your life?
This is a hard question, bro. But one thing I can tell you, I got one off the rip. And that's Freeway and Beans and Jay. Even though what we do is wrong, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs ever. Because sometimes, man, that's just how it goes, right? Like, you want the best and you want to do the best, but sometimes we just do wrong and we know we doing wrong. Like, no part of it is ignoring that we doing wrong, but we got the best of intentions at the end of the day, right? That's one. This this is an extremely hard one, yo. It's hard not to just pick your favorite songs, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that. I want to pick songs that I think actually relate to what I'm saying. I think another one might be Jay-Z, American Gangster. He had Bad Guy. Yeah, like, they say he was a bad guy, but at the end of the day, he's just fighting for his people. He's trying to do what's right. He's doing it his way, shape, or form. Everybody might not agree with it, but at the end of the day, this is the way he felt like doing it. I think that might be another one. I feel like I got to give you at least 5, right?
Give it to me.
I feel like I got to give you at least 5, man. I'm only at 2. I don't even know.
You want me to grab 2 and you go back?
Yeah. Give me a chance to think about it.
I've been thinking, so that's why I said I'd be glad to. Beanie Siegels, I Feel It in the Air would be one for me. Straight Up Menace, MC8 would be another one. Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube for me would be another one. This Can't Be Life with Jay-Z, Beans, and Scarface would be another one. And one of my favorite songs of all times, DRS, Gangsta Lean, probably be another one. That'd be my 5 that I know would be on the soundtrack to my life, because I ain't lost some close friends in my lifetime. So I know definitely a lot of pain will be in it. Then it comes back to the good times. That's what Ice Cube Today Was a Good Day, you know. I've been through a whole day and nothing happened. It was a good day. That'd be a main part of my life, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my life story right now, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to have good days without bad days. So that's why I'm always preaching, I'm always talking, you know what I'm saying? I believe I keep preaching and talking. Maybe somebody who's on the verge of having a bad day might not have a bad day. They might turn it into a good day, and that'd be positive for all of us. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. After a little time to think about it, I think I can nail it down. So, one of the things about me, man, I listen to music, but I don't necessarily hear what they're giving me. I hear what I need to hear, right?
Yeah.
So when I listen to people like Jeezy, people like 50 Cent, and they may be talking about selling drugs, and they may be talking about killing people, but at the end of the day, what I actually hear is, I'm going to do what I have to do to be okay, right? So with that being the case, I have to say one of those songs would definitely be Position of Power by 50 Cent, right? I love that song because at the end of the day, it was him claiming the amount of power and authority he felt he had. I kind of move in that same mindset of if I put my mind to it, I can do that. I got to get out here and make it happen. Another song would be probably Jeezy's You Know What It Is, just because I feel like that was a song where he was kind of celebrating, like, I had a great day, I'm going to have a great night, and you already know what it is. Like, this is what we do. Like, I love that song. And I feel like that is a great representation of me. But another song, probably Left Field, but it's probably a huge part of who I am. Mary Mary has a song called Go Get It.
Yeah, go get it. I know what you're talking about.
Go Get It.
Yeah.
Man, and that's another one, right? Same mindset, same frame of mind as all the other songs I listed, really, of just understanding that it's up to you to get out here and go do what you got to do to make the things happen. I mean, like I said, of course, we all need God. We all need the power of God. We all need the grace of God. We all need the faith of God. We all need all of that. But even with just that, you have to take action. Like, it's not going to happen because you sit back in your chair and wait for it. So, yeah, those are the type of things that drive me. I would consider those things the soundtrack of my life.
All right. What's the best part of waking up in the morning?
I'm going to answer that from today mindset, right? Not maybe last week, but 2 months ago, man, I don't know what I would have told you. But today I can tell you that the best part of waking up is knowing that every day I'm new again, right? Every day I'm a person who got another chance to get out here and go make things happen, regardless of yesterday, regardless of last night, and even when I get up that morning, regardless of that morning, like that entire day until that day is gone, I and go do it again. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
I feel you. I just feel like when I wake up in the morning, say my prayers and just be a better person today than I was yesterday. I just feel like I'm waking up. A lot of people take waking up now for granted. God didn't have to wake you up. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. So when I wake up, I pinch myself, If I can still talk, hear, walk, use anything that I have that I can use on my body still the same way I did it the day before, I'm happy. I'm blessed. So I just feel like people stop taking waking up for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because God didn't have to wake you up. What's one way you think your life would have been different if you'd been born another race?
I never even considered that, right? Like, I don't even. Yeah, that's a question that's hard for me to answer. I never considered it. I never even considered being born another person, right? Like, being a different person, a different race. I would think that honestly, I would think that the biggest difference would be that I don't feel like a lot of races have all of the challenges we have. I feel like every race comes with its set of challenges. I don't think any race is immune to having challenges. I don't care who you are and what you're born as. We all have our challenges. But I think being born almost anything outside of black changes what those challenges are, and it may even decrease what those challenges are. So I think if I had been born a different race, hopefully I would have had the same spirit, the same mindset, and I would have fought for the same things. But I definitely don't feel like I would have woke up every day feeling like I faced the same challenges.
When I wrote that question down, you know what I'm saying? I said, I know my man, but I feel you on that, because I feel like, I think more doors will be opened up. I mean, I think when I go to the bank, it'd be easier for me to get a loan. I think when I walk in the stores, nobody won't look at me and think I'm going to steal. I think when I go to a job interview, I have a better chance of getting a job. just gonna be real, man. I think like us being black, sometimes we handicap them before we even go into something. You know, just because of what they hear from what somebody else done done or what they hear. You know, they don't even know the individual. They're just looking at your color. You know, like I said, you got good black people, you got good white people, you got good every race, and you got bad in every race. But I don't think we should be racial profile because who we are when we walk into a store. So I do feel like if I was another color, I would get a pass on some of the things that I get harassed for, even by the cops. You know what I'm saying? That they won't look at me as hard as they look at me when they see me walking down the street or they see me in a car, a nice car. You know, a lot of our brothers right now get stopped because they're driving a nice car. But somebody in another race can have the same car and won't get stopped. So I'm just saying, you know, it is a big difference to be who we are. We black. And, you know, I'm proud to be black. But I do know we got challenges. And sometimes we don't help them challenges with all what we do for ourselves, you know, because we go against each other a lot. Like I always say, you know, we always say, buy black, do this black, Black Lives Matter. We talk all that, but we don't have no action behind the talk sometimes. Like, we have businesses around here, a lot of businesses around here that's starting up that we don't even go out into support. We'll go somewhere else because we feel like that person head getting too big, they doing too much or whatever, and or we jealous because they got a business. I mean, I feel like that's crazy. But you would go spend your money over here. Now, I'm not telling you not to spend your money. That's your money. You spend your money where you want to spend your money. But it's so different stuff around here that you can spend your money on. But sometimes you would skip your brother just because you don't want your brother to have more than what you have. I think we need to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we all can help each other to be successful in life. We just got to stop being jealous of each other, man. I mean, I hate using that word hate because hate is not a good word. It's dislike. We need to stop being like that. I mean, because I think we can be more powerful. We can have more things, and we just support each other and back each other on some things that we have out here.
Hey, hold. Before you get before you get to that next question, I want to touch back on that one.
There you go.
Because look, at the end of the day, a lot of what I said has to do with the idea that I am not envious of anybody, right? I'm not envious of the person who has it easier than us. I'm not envious of the race that has it easier than us. At the end of the day, in the morning, I would never wish to wake up anything other than black. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, though, there are like a young brother, man. You know what I mean? I was talking to him the other day, and it's just the idea of understanding that he feels like sometimes we are our biggest problem, right? And at the end of the day, he's not all completely wrong, but he's not all completely right? Like, we got to start to tackle these challenges from the idea of what we can fix and what we can control, and not just from the idea of the things that are stacked against us. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not ever viewing the challenges we face as something that I don't want to be a part of, or that I feel shame in being a part of, I guess is the way to put it. Like, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who we are. And I feel like eventually we will get it together. Eventually we will overcome all of this. And eventually we will take the place they have tried to deny us in society and overcome all of these challenges. And everything will work itself out fine.
I'm pity back on them, man. and stop hating yourself because you are black. You know, I had somebody say, you know, they wish they wasn't black. They wanted to kill themselves. You know, I know, hey, ain't that tough out here, bro. Not to kill yourself. You know what I mean? I'm preaching to the choir. I'm talking to anybody here that's thinking that you don't belong here or don't or you trying to fit into some group, or you trying to make somebody love you or make somebody like you or whatever you trying to do out here. Don't do that to yourself. Hey, you different. If they don't love you for who you are, they will never will love you. All you're going to do is keep having mental problems and stressing because you're trying to force somebody to love you who never will going to love you. So cut it out. Live your life. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Your purpose. Once you start tapping to your purpose, you're going to find that person that's connected to you, that want to be with you for you. But you can't stop living your life because you're waiting on somebody to come back into your life that who really don't want to be in your life. Because they would wanted to be in your life, they'd be in your life. You know, sometimes it takes time, you know what I'm saying? So don't rush it. Just be yourself. And you're here for a reason. We all here for a reason. Tap into that reason why you're here. Hey, how do you master your energy?
I think the person that says they're a master of the energy is lying to themselves. Like that's a never ending challenge, bro. Because at the end of the day, like there are so many things that impact what that means. I put a post up the other day that I said I thought I knew what it meant to protect my energy, and the thing I understand is so much of it is beyond our control, man. So much of it is things that we can't necessarily control. What we can control, we can try to manage that, put that in the best position we can put it in. But outside of that, like I can't control the energy of the person I approach, right? So at the end of the day, all I can do is check my energy and how I interact with them. And sometimes that's a real challenge, man. That is a real challenge. And if you're not coming into that situation on a level of, all right, today I'm going to control how I react to things. I'm going to control my energy. Yeah, you're not going to handle that well, right? Because nobody likes to feel disrespected or belittled or whatever it may be that caused this person to be on whatever they're on, right? And to have to check yourself in that situation where we can clearly identify that the actual issue is not us, right? The actual issue is not me. But to be able to check yourself in that position, man, that's a constant battle. I don't think it's ever something we can say we mastered. But as long as we are always aware that this is something that we got to check, something that we got to be on guard of, and that type of thing. Because at the end of the day, the realest thing is to understand that person that did come off with that bad energy, depending on how you react, could change their entire day, right? You could come off and match their energy and be like, yo, who are you? Blah, blah, blah. We not doing this today, and check them. But they going to move on with that same negative energy. But at the end of the day, you could also be like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with you today, but look, I'm not coming for that, right? Do you need someone to talk to? Is everything okay? And completely change their day. So we can kind of control it to a certain extent, but like I said, we definitely got to be aware that it's not completely up to us, right? It's not completely something that we're going to have control over at all times, and that's number one. And once you understand that all you control is yourself, once you can learn that all you control is yourself, then you can start to understand that what everybody else does is on them. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I just feel like, go back to self-love. Watch your surroundings, who you're around. But like you said, you can go to a store, you can go to work, you can go anywhere, and somebody try to take that positivity right out your body. They'll try their best just to make your day like their day, because they ain't happy at home or they ain't happy where they at, so they try to bring it to you to make you uncomfortable just like them. So it is hard to master energy, but I always say, positive always outweigh negative. You know, when people see you smiling all the time, they always wondering why you smiling all the time. You can't have a happy day every day. But they just don't know. I'm going through tough times too, but I don't bring it out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I always tell the guys at work, leave your problems at the gate. If you got problems at home, you got problems, don't bring them to work. Leave them at the gate. Because ain't nobody at work sleeping with you. We ain't know why you mad. You bringing it on us. You mad at whoever you mad at. So don't bring it around here. So I always tell people, check yourself before you go somewhere. Everybody's not involved in what you involved in, so they don't need that energy coming from you to them. So just always think before you say something or do something. And that's how you can really control your energy and you control the people around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an energy person. If me and your energy ain't clicking, I'm not going to be around you. I can tell if you're in a bad mood. I can tell if you don't want to be around me. So I'm going to move out the way. I'm not going to be around you if I feel you don't want to be around me. I'm going to step. So that's how I try to master my energy. I'm not going to kiss your butt to be your friend or for you to like me. I'm not going to do that. So I think that's how I control my energy. That's how I feel about that. But right now, I don't have no more questions, but we going to freestyle the rest of the way.
I got one.
All right.
Yeah. Y'all might not know. I'm going to go ahead and tell it, though. My man hit me up a while back and asked me, he's like, yo, I like to have you back on, but I like you to ask me some questions, right? I picked my phone up about 10 minutes ago because I actually had those questions in my phone, right? But at the moment, I could not find them in my phone, right? But I'm going to ask the one question. The one question. There's really only one question that people need to know, man.
What's that?
Real talk, change is coming.
Yeah.
What do you define that change to be?
When I say real talk, a change is coming, I define it as my people. Like, the way we act towards each other, the way we treat each other. We can do better in everything that we want to do better in if we just apply pressure to it. I just believe we just gotta believe in the change. Believe that we can love one another. Believe that we don't always gotta hate one another when somebody else is doing good. That we can watch them do good or go ask that person what they do to take for them to get where they at. And learn from them, and we can do the same thing. I mean, what gets me the most is, when I say real talk, a change is coming. I feel like it's coming because I can see progress. But I just feel like all of us need to get on board to it. You don't got to be on board with me. It's got to be on board with yourself. Once we get self-involved, then everybody can change within. Like, when you change your life for the good, whatever you doing, and you happy with you doing, that gonna rub off on the next person. As long as everybody doing what they want to do and everybody tapping into their purpose, all of us are gonna be happy because we happy with what we doing. Right now, I feel like a lot of us, we searching for what we want, and a lot of us not tapping into our purpose because we following other people. And I feel like once you start finding what your passion is and what you love to do when you sleep at night, this is what I'm gonna say. At night when you sleep, or what's on your mind 24/7, whatever you think about all day long, that's your passion. All you got to do is go out and go get it. Apply pressure to that passion. Do the research. Do whatever you got to do to tap into what you love to do. It won't be hard. People out here willing to help you tap into your purpose. You just got to be willing and don't be scared to tap into your purpose. Like, I was scared to do this talk show. Yeah. It took me a while before I even jumped up and did this. Everybody always tell me, you're an outgoing person, man. That's you. Yeah, I could talk behind closed door. I could talk to my homies well, but I didn't know how to talk to all of y'all on here because I didn't know how everybody was going to accept me. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I talk. I don't pronounce every word the proper way. I I say some things that maybe, you know, people ain't gonna understand, and I might say some things that I know people don't like. But that's just me. And that's real talk change is coming because I'm gonna be me all day, every day. Every day you see me, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna speak to you. And if you don't be that, that's you. You know, because if you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna change who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it this way. And a lot of people, I feel like real talk change is coming. All right, when it's coming, you know, and I feel that. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming because I see it every day. You know, when I see people getting businesses, I mean, I see people doing things for themselves. That's real talk right there. That change is coming because back in the day we didn't have nothing like this. Look how many people popping up with shops and black-owned businesses around Lancaster County right now. We didn't have that before. We didn't have none of this. Now we having a lot of stuff that's coming around here right now because people actually are tapping into their purpose. And that's what I mean when I say real talk. A change is coming. People just tapping into their purpose. And you know what I'm saying? And all of us need to back each other up, you know, and support each other. You know, we got to be humble too. The people who own these businesses and stuff, we got to be humble. It's not about bragging. It's not about who I got this, I got that. We just got to be humble with each other. We got to be real with each other. And I think everybody would be cool. You know what I'm saying? I love all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I say that from the heart. And sometimes my heart get me in trouble. But I do love all of y'all, and I will support all of y'all.
Yeah, I asked that question really because I would say that that's your mantra, right? That's what you say before everything.
Yeah.
I would argue that the change is here already, right? Like I would argue that it's visible. I would argue that we can see it. I would argue that it's no longer coming. It is something we are living in. I think the biggest thing for me was understanding that even with all the businesses and everything going on, I see a wave of people understanding that their purpose might not be monetary, right? It might not come in the form of money. It might not be something that makes them rich, but what they do feels good to them. And for that reason, they're going to continue to do it. Like, that's the change, man. That's the change. Like, that's what we need. That's what I want to see. I think that's what you want to see. I think that's what we all need to see. So ask that question for that specific reason so we could get that on the table, lay it out, and everybody understand that the change that's coming is not anybody getting rich. It's not anybody being able to do all of this stuff. It's about coming into this. It's about coming into your own and understanding your own. And I'm watching people come into their own and understand their own. So hey, I'm gonna give you your credit where it's due, man. I feel like you deserve it, bro. I feel like you deserve it. But yeah, man, like I said, I have more questions, man. I promise I did. I don't really know what happened to him, but I mean, like I said, that was the one that was on my heart, though. That's the one.
I know something everybody probably want. Go ahead, you go, Mike, because I feel like you probably more to answer this question. Okay. I know a lot of people. What's about the war going on right now? You know, what's up with that?
Ukraine, Russia. I feel like it's a touchy one, man. I don't want to tiptoe around it. I don't want to say the wrong things I want to say. I also don't want to be fake, right? I feel like this is the world doing what the world does, right? I mean, this is not the first time we've watched Russia do this. They've done this before. This is not the first time we've seen it. So I don't want to look at it like it's a thing in which we're witnessing something that never happened. The gas prices, same thing. I feel like we've witnessed this before. It's not something we've never seen before. It's not something we've never seen happening. I will always feel like when it comes to what's going on in the world, you got 1% of the world who controls 99% of the money, right? For us 99% to sit back and try to make sense of it, I don't know that we ever will be able to truly understand and truly grasp what's going on around us because of the simple fact that we'll never have enough control or enough say of what's going on. Like you cannot like even the idea that the president has anything to do with what's going on. At the end of the day, when 1% of the population of people can control all the money, those people have all the power, man. I don't know that there's anything to be understood outside of that. The president has to keep those people happy because his success depends on them. They control him. Like, there's no way you can have all the money and none of the power. Like, that's never going to be the case, right? So if you're the people who have 1% of the money, it doesn't matter that it's 99% of you, right? Like, we can sit here and debate and argue and talk. We can fuss about gas prices. We can fuss about whose fault it is. We can fuss about all these other things. But at the end of the day, I think it's always important to understand there are very few people in control of this situation. They are not us. They are not us. And we can feel how we feel. I would never want to be in the position Ukraine's in. I feel very sorry for them. I can't even imagine being in the position of understanding bombs might drop beside my house. But like I said, at the end of the day, what we can do and the amount that we can do is just so limited. It's just so limited. I don't know what I can do. You know what I mean? All I can do is pray for them. I feel like that's literally all I can do is pray for them. And like I said, those people who are making these decisions and are doing those things, yeah, I don't know what we can do to change that either. Same situation. All we can do is pray for them, change their heart, whatever the case may be. But the idea that I could ever sit back and say what's driving it, what needs to change, or this, that, and the third, I don't think any of us are privileged to the information that makes you able to answer that question. I just don't feel like that's the case, man.
Well, gas prices keep going up. I'm gonna get me a horse. I'm gonna start back riding my bicycle. Get me a go-kart. That's on the human side, but I do feel Ukraine pain. You know what I'm saying? Because sooner or later, Russia gonna overwhelm them because they have all the stuff over there to do that. But I don't think they want that. I think they want the people just to give up. But the people are fighting for their country the same way I would be fighting for my home. If they should come over here, I would be doing the same thing they doing. So I do pray for them. You know what I'm saying? I do pray for Russia too. I pray for everybody in this world every day. I do pray for the soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Because they got families, man, and they risking their lives for their country, for their family, for what they believe in. And I always take it back, man, to religion. You know, a lot of the wars we fight is over religion. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part of every fight is religion. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but deep down inside, behind closed doors, a lot of these fights is because somebody believes in something that you don't believe in. And that's where all the fighting's coming from. And that's why we do a lot of fighting over here on our own land that we don't talk about because of religion and of skin color. And you know what I'm saying? Once we got to control our own part over here and get this straight because we at war with each other in our homes where we stay at. So I pray for us just as much as I pray for them each and every day that we can wake up and love each other. Don't matter what skin color you are, you know, love a person for their heart. You know what I'm saying? If you respect me, I respect you. Man, I had a nice time tonight with my brother, CJ Davis. And you're going to see us more because I love my man right here, man. I love the knowledge. I love what he kicked, man. I just love him as a person. So you'll see us a lot more talking. And this is Real Talk. Change is coming. And y'all tap in to some more episodes. Deuce.